ground shake.
So far away, the only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now. Rather be no other place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now. Here with you now.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, I live every day as if it's your last. All memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the now we race against the sun. Now we race against the race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun.
Check, check. All right, everybody. How is it going? It's your boy Fisac on the call this evening. It's been a while. I went down to Florida. I proceeded to lose all of the settings on my computer. Had to reinstall everything that I had. But I am here with you this evening to bring you Week 12, Day 1 action. And boy, do we have just a smattering of opportunities here to get some Season 6 postseason action hyped up. Now, my PC got completely bricked out and I had to reinstall everything. So if any point the audio seems off or this, that, and the other, let me know and I will change it. I'm still adjusting the settings as such. But we are going to go ahead and get underway with our first game of the evening. We're heading to the Motor Yard for Vikings at Gauchos. A Vikings win not only cements them as the Heroic Legends champions, but also cements them as a 1 seed. Can they get the job done today against the Gauchos? We'll have to see. And I already am seeing that I need to turn down my audio a little bit. So let me just give me 1 second here. Oi. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to just immediately skip everything. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this the entertaining value that you wanted? Alright, we're underway. Truly White Claw throws first pitch to Lindsay McMaster. Bit gainy, as in turn it down a little bit. I can do that. Popped up, left side. Picked up by Loncheros for the first out. How's that sound, Pandora? Is that a little bit better?
Number 17.
Could probably push it so the audio needs more or less, like more me.
Number 41.
Yeah, all the settings got messed up when I reinstalled. Alright, how does that sound? Popped up right side. Grabbed by Iron Liver. Two gone, and here is Vicky Marshall. All right, and I will, in between games, I'll also tweak the settings a little bit. I know I had them kind of dialed in before, and so I'll have to adjust that. Let's see. I thought they have a one-game playoff if the Knights win out too. No, if the Vikings win here, they will be at, let's see, right side. That one gets down. Oh yeah, you're right, because they do have a 2-game. That is right. I was thinking that the Knights were only possible to get 10-4, but yeah, no, you're right. But a win here would certainly do a lot for them. Right to the glove of Emmy Loncheros, and the Gauchos get out and head to the bottom of the first. A little bit of a different lineup as we'll go ahead and dive into the stats for these two teams. Jerome Redmond will step up to the bag. So far this season, batting 6 for 31, a 194 average, 479 OPS. Thrown to first in time. One gone. Here is Siren Pierce, acquisition from the Dragons. Joey Holiday this season did get the nod for the All-Star game, which will be taking place Wednesday. Through 22.6 or 2 innings pitched, 16 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 13 strikeouts, a home run, a 1.19 ERA, averaging 5 strikeouts per 9. A ground out there. Here is Hemming Loncheros. Popped up, right side. 1, 2, 3 are the Gauchos. We'll head into the top of the second. Take a look at Truly White Claw's stats this season. Only 1 appearance, 9 hits, 14 earned runs given up through 5 innings, 12 walks to strikeout, 3 home runs, a 25.2 ERA, 4.2 whip. Facing down Noodles Nunez, 14 for 49 this season, a 286 average, 897 OPS. And gives up a walk there. Vikings, one of the more well-rounded teams we've seen all season. Riley Reed, 15 for 38 this season, a 395 average, 963 OPS. For a player that was more so chosen for her defensive stats than offensive. Did not get a nod though. Left side. And grabbed by Samir Tailwind, the god amongst mortal men himself, getting the start today for the Gauchos in these last two games they have. Gage Deputy here is one of the Vikings all-stars for season 6. Right to Hemming Loncheros before that at bat. Gage Deputy was 18 for 47, 383 average, a 1261 OPS.
Now back, the second baseman, number 44.
March saying, do you think about bringing people up, but do I just keep the 5 to 10% extra chance at the number 1 pick? Don't want to risk a chance to win in either of my last two. Neve Parker here. Pops up. Caught by driver. I believe that was Parker's first at bat this season. Here is Jack Ironliver. 7 for 27 this season, a 259 average, 704 OPS. Left side foul. Into center, and that'll bloop down for a single. Brings up Lamar Ball. 1 hit and 17 at bats this season, an 0.59 batting average for Ball. Teams trending in different directions. The Gauchos, of course, made numerous acquisitions this season and are looking to start building for the future. Vikings, they're not completely old and won't get shut down after this season, but they'll have a way to work up, and this is definitely a year to win it if they want to have their best shot at it, as that one's into left for a single. Here's the former Dragon, Frappe Mostest. One, two count. Runners on first and second. One out. This one is deep into right. Runner will tag. Marshall makes the grab. It'll be runners on the corners. 2 outs for Katrina Sardines. Sardines 14 for 45 this season. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, a 311 average, 852 OPS. Facing a 1-2 count here. Right side, nice grab by Lindsay McMaster. And we'll head into the top of the third. Miyuki, top of the order, due up for the Vikings. Miyuki, 15 for 49 this season. 10 RBI, 306 average, 840 OPS. How's everyone doing this Memorial Day? Took a look at an apartment earlier today. Trying to find a place to live. 2-2 count, right to Ironliver. Steps in the bag, 1 gone. Back to the top of the order, Lindsay McMaster.
Number 14.
Earns a walk. Brings up Cowie Hatmore. 18 for 59 this season. A 305 average, 844 OPS. Fire takes off for a second. Called hit and run. Nice grab by Hemming Loncheros. Brings up Judd French.
Nope, that's high. Ball high. That's down.
Up the middle, that one's through. Runner will head towards third. Redmond, the throw is in time. Sit down. We'll head to the bottom of the third. We're still scoreless. Samir Tailwind, top of the order, due up for the Gauchos.
Left fielder, number
16 for 42, 381 average, 1.089 is Samir Tailwind. Picked up after the draft and free agency. 3 home runs to his name. It's been a bright spot for this Gauchos team as he lines out there.
number 39.
Strike three, you're out.
And she rings him up there.
Now batting, the designated
Brings up Siren Pierce, 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. Off of the glove of Gage Deputy. So a 2-out error puts a runner aboard. Here is Hemi Loncheros. Can the Gauchos spoil some of the fun for the Vikings? Knights do play later tonight. Knights get the marquee game for both tonight and tomorrow. Facing the Overdrafts tonight and then the Walkers tomorrow. 2 teams vying for playoff spots as he gets rung up there. 2 strikeouts for Holiday in the innings. We head to the top of the 4th, and we'll go ahead and take a look at how these 2 teams got to where they are. First, we'll have a look at the Vikings, currently sitting atop of the Heroic Legends. Started the season 3-0 with 7-5 or 7-4, 5-4, and 6-4 wins over the Dragons, Retrievers, and Overdrafts. Lost 8-10 to the Knights, 3-4 to the Romfielders before winning since then 7 of their last 8 over the Walkers, Lumberjacks, Serpents, Walkers again, Knights, Moonshots, and Lumberjacks again. Most recently a 13-1 win over the Lumberjacks. Loncheros to the first, in time, 2 gone.
now batting, the second baseman.
So as Pandora corrected me on earlier, a win here for the Vikings guarantees at least a tiebreaker game for the division title. That would take place on Wednesday. So far, we do not have any guaranteed play-in games. By the way, the Serpents are the guaranteed #1 seed in the Epic, since a loss would put them at 9-5, tie them with the High Rollers.
The shortstop,
And they previously beat the High Rollers 5-1 earlier this season. So your Serpents are your #1 Epic seed. Turnaround from last season, which they were 6-8. And the number 60 is this one is jacked, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 400 feet flat. And that will put the Vikings on first. Riley Reed, the defensive substitution, has come in clutch, and that will do it for White Claw. Ben Long will come in. Long 20 innings pitched this season, 25 hits, 22 earned runs, 8 walks, 13 strikeouts, 5 home runs, a 9.9 ERA. As C rings her up there. A 2-run shot by Riley Reed, though, puts the Vikings up 2-0.
now batting, the second baseman, number 44.
Ball high. Yeah. Foul ball. Strike
Swing and a miss. She rang him up there. Holiday now on 3 strikeouts in the last 2 innings.
The first baseman, number 25.
Brings up Jack Ironliver. So for the Gauchos, another disappointing season after going through a disappointing season last season, season 5. Right to Deputy, throw to first. In time, 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
Really doomed from the start. An 0-5 start to the season, including a 29-5 loss to the Dragons. An 11-3 loss to the Lumberjacks. Did get a 14-2 win over the Knights and 4-2 win over the Retrievers. Followed by a close 9-10 loss to the Moonshots, but then lost 3 of their last 4, 13-2 to the Bombers, 8-4 to the Overdrafts, and got shut out by the Wrong Fielders. 1-2-3 innings at the top of the 5th, still 2-0 Vikings. Did get a surprise upset win over the Walkers last Wednesday, or not Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that. 8-7 was that win that really kind of put a wrench into the Walkers season, especially given how old that team is. Mathematically eliminated from postseason contention, as that will be a walk here.
Now batting,
Brings up Lindsey McMaster.
number 14.
Up the middle, and that will put a runner on second. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for Cowley Hatborn. The Vikings could do some damage here. And you have to think if the Vikings can get a win here today, it might pretty much guarantee them an heroic Legends Cup. Now, the Knights do have to face Overdrafts and Walkers, who are both under 500 teams, but both those teams are vying for postseason. That one's up the middle. Runner will come home. Rebin, the throw is not in time. It'll be 3-0 Vikings.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 41.
Meanwhile, if you're a Knights fan, if the Vikings somehow drop this, and then you get the win later tonight, is that one a diving attempt there by Parker, not in time. Bases will be loaded, nobody out for Vicky Marshall.
Number 37.
Gotta like your chances if you're a Knights fan, if you can get a win tonight and the Vikings can lose here. Bases loaded, nobody out for Vicky Marshall. 3-1 count, and will he walk in a run? Right down the middle, full count. Parker, Lonchero, so to first in time. They get the Dragon special. One more run will come across the plate.
The left fielder,
Here's Donnie Driver.
7.
Walk issued to Driver. Runners on the corners.
Second base,
2 gone. Here's Noodles Nunez. I just realized my bit rate wasn't high, so get ready for some high definition.
now batting, the right.
I bet you that looks a whole lot better, doesn't it? I literally had to reinstall OBS, so when I said all my settings were gone, all of my settings were gone. Holiday locked in. Let me know if that looks significantly better. Up the middle, leadoff single.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Yeah, I think already this is looking significantly better Fun fact, make sure the default bitrate is 2500 for OBS. Second to first. No! Overthrown out of play, so Sardines will head to second. Samir Tailman now with the runner in scoring position, trying to get into this 4-0 Vikings lead. Pandora's talking about how since the Gauchos won 12-1 over the Knights earlier this season, basically, depending on how you look at it, the Gauchos could have been the reason that the Vikings win the Heroic Legends. Up the middle, that one's through. Runner will head to third.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 39.
Nope, that's high.
I might stop and start here because it still says the bitrate is 2500. So I might stop and start after this game. Just to refresh it and get that higher. And to the top of the sixth, the Vikings are up 4-0. Okay, yeah. So, in fact, if you guys want, I can pause the game right now, stop and start. Maybe in between innings here. It'll look significantly better.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 10.
In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do that right at this half inning here. Unless... Oh, no, it jumped up. Have a look at that, guys. Have a look at that. It just took a little bit. Yeah, now we're cooking. Long throw to second in time. And that will do it for Ben Long. GG Norrie will get the call. Norrie, 14.1 innings, 34 hits, 22 earned runs, 12 walks, 6 strikeouts, a 13.82 ERA, 3.77 strikeouts per 9. Like literally the bit rate just jumped up. Samir Tailman will make the grab and we'll head into the bottom of the sixth. 4-run lead for the Vikings.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 43.
Off the plate.
Right to Deputy for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 44.
Right side, that one's down.
Now batting, the first baseman, now pitching, number...
That'll do it for a holiday. 5.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts. And now I'll bring in Barnstormer. This season, 15.1 innings, 17 hits, 9 earned runs, 8 walks, 8 strikeouts, 4 home runs, a 5.29 ERA, 4.7 strikeouts per 9. Jack Ironliver, 1 for 2 today. Right side, that one's through. Runners will be on first and second. The Gauchos haven't necessarily struggled to get runners on, just haven't converted any so far. We head into the heart of the order here with Lamar Ball. That one is up the middle. French is there. The throw will go home, and it will not be in time. The Gauchos get on the board. It's now 4-1, and here is Frappe Mostes.
Ball high.
Marge just saying stop. Popped up. Infield fly called. Caught by Reed. I think as the Dragons, would rather face the Vikings over the Moonshots or the Knights. Not that I think that the Dragons would win against the Vikings as opposed to the other teams, but I just think the matchup is a little bit more favorable. So if the rest of this season were to hold out and the Knights win at least one more, the Dragons would face a wildcard team. Well, I mean, they're a wildcard team, but they would face a 5 seed and then the Vikings, which I think is a little bit easier than facing a 6 seed and then having to face the Moonshots or Knights. Sardines strikes out, only 1 run, gets across. We'll head to the top of the 7th, Hatmore, French Marshall. In terms of who will be the 5 and 6 seeds, it's currently a 4-team battle. 3 teams tied at 6 and 7. The Retrievers, the Overdrafts, and the Walkers. The Lumberjacks a half game back at 6 and 8. The most the Lumberjacks can hope for, as she rings them up there. Most at the Lumberjacks can hope for is a play-in game. Sardines is there, throw to first in time. Now, funnily enough, the Retrievers, Walkers, and Overdrafts could all lose, in which case we would have a 2-game tiebreaker, as that's a diving attempt there by Iron Liver. Runner will be on for those last 2 spots. And they catch the runner in a pickle, and Lancheros will throw to Iron Liver, and he should make the tag here. But to the bottom of the 7-3. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in to the SSBL on Twitch. I'm Prof. Fisac on the call. Glad to join you all after a little bit of a break with my PC dying and heading down into Florida. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch and join us on the Discord for everything SSBL related. Samir tailwind, full count. Left side, that one's through. Brings up 0-for-3 Jerome Redmond.
Number 39.
Barnstormer throw to first in time. 1 gone, runner at second. Here is Siren Pierce. This one is into center, not very deep though, and French is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 43.
And that one's right to Nunez. The Gauchos starting, but don't get anything. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Driver, Nunez, and Reed all due up. So if you had to guess what would most likely happen, right now the best chance to make the postseason between the Lumberjacks, Walkers, Overdrafts, and Retrievers, you'd have to think the Retrievers. Though they are having to face Wanda Cosmo tomorrow on the mound for the Gauchos. We've already seen that Marge doesn't want to win. This one is into right. That one will drop down for extra bases. Redmond is there. Runner will thought about heading to third, but will stay put.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 69.
Lumberjacks need 2 of those 3 teams, Retrievers, Overdrafts, and Walkers, to lose in order to have a chance at getting in. So unfortunately, if you're a Walkers fan, you need to be a Knights fan. As runner takes off for third to throw in time. And Noodles Nunez is injured, sore ankle. We'll have to take a look to see what that will be.
game, number 9.
Nunez will come out. It was a sore ankle. Let's have a look. Reed, throw to first in time.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
So a sore ankle is a tier 0 injury, which means even though he came out, he will be fine. He will not miss any time. He will not miss postseason.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
Two gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Vikings have a 3-run lead over the Gauchos. And he gets rung up there. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Vikings looking to almost certainly cement themselves
The third baseman,
as the heroic number 1 seed. A win here would force the Knights to have to win both games tomorrow and tonight. And we could see a Z next to that Vikings lettering on the schedule as soon as the end of tonight if they were to hold out here.
now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Right to the glove of Parker, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 40.
Brings up Lindsey McMaster, 1 for 3 today with a single and a walk. This one into left and caught by tailwind. 1, 2, 3 go the Vikings. The Gauchos 3 outs away from the end of their season. Well, nope, they play tomorrow. The Vikings 3 outs away from the end of their regular season. Deputy will come out. Hefty Weeb will come in at third. It's been a little bit since I casted, boys. And she gets rung up there.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 56.
Katrina Sardines. That one gets through the gap. By the way, if the Vikings hold on here, not only will it be their 6th straight win, but they would have won 8 of their last 9 against teams like the Knights, the Serpents, the Dragons, then the Moonshots. Two gone. Gauchos down to their last out. 0 for 4 Jerome Redmond, and Brutus Banger will come in to pinch hit. One swing can make it a 1-run game. A 1-1 count. 2-1. Three wrong to Banger, and Banger will be walked. So not out of this one yet. Siren Pierce 1 swing away from tying up this game. Cuz Peterson will come in to pinch hit for Pierce. Can the Gauchos get some magic here at Motor Yard against a locked-in Burt Barnstormer and create some chaos in the Heroic Legends? 1-2 count, 2 outs, runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 9th. Missed high, 2-2. Just misses the inside corner. Runners will go here. That one is to the left side through the gap. Runner will come home. Driver will throw to third. So another run will score, and it's now 4-2. Hemming Loncheros, one single away from winning this game for the Gauchos. Can they do it, or will the Vikings shut the door here through the gap? Oh no, a tough dive there by Riley Reed, and would you look at that? The bases are now loaded. 2 outs for Nee Parker, and Paul George will get the call in here. A little bit of sweaty hands. Marge pleading, stop, stop, stop. Nee Parker, one swing away from winning the game for the Gauchos, but the Vikings 2 strikes. Needing one more strike here to close it out. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there, and in the end, the sweaty palms can go away. The Vikings will take this one 4-2 and will guarantee a tiebreaker game, at least for the Heroic Legends division. Four to 2 your final score. The Gauchos actually out-hit the Vikings. Multi-hit games for Judd French, Vicky Marshall, Noodles Nunez, and Riley Reed, whose 2-run shot proved to be the difference maker. Everyone getting a hit for the Gauchos except for Redmond and the subbed-in Banger, who walked. Samir Tillman, the god amongst men, went 2 for 4. Holiday will get the win as she's gonna prepare for a bout in the All-Star game on Wednesday. Paul George will get the save. Truly Whiteclaw will earn the loss. Your player of the game will be Riley Reed, followed by Joy Holiday and Noodles Nunez. Well, that will do it for game number 1. We're going to take a little bit longer of a break so I can get some of my settings figured out here. But when we come back, we've got Unicorns at Cyclones. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
Oh, the hero comes
check, check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Hey, if you're in the chat, can you tell me how this sounds compared to how it was sounding before? Game number 2, Unicorns at Cyclones. Visac on the call with you here. Ash Frost will lead things off against Kyle Edwards. Oh wait, nope, 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 nope. Did this wrong. Nope. Kyle Edwards is not starting. I knew I screwed something up. Oh, and then I just completely exited the game. Dope. This is going great, guys. This is going... Can you tell it's been a little while since I streamed? Just a little bit? Luckily, it wasn't just immediate jacked off Homer. Everything was good with the Unicorns, but it is Fernandez that is starting, right? Let's just confirm this. Yeah, it's Fernandez. All right, let's try this again. This time it's Fernandez that'll be on the mound for the Cyclones. If it wants to pick up the game at any point, come on. Don't worry, I'll pause it if it doesn't.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 21.
Why is it not picking up the game? This is cursed. There we go. All right. I don't know why I did that. Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? Is everyone doing good? Everyone got their popcorn, everything, everybody's doing well? Okay. All right. Let us resume. First pitch, Helix Fernandez. You didn't miss anything. All right. Let's get settled in. Fernandez this season, 13 innings pitched, 27 hits, 16 earned runs, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, as that's an out to Andrew Studd there, an ERA of 11.08, 5.5 strikeouts per 9. Ash Frost is the one who just flied out there. And B Machine right to Jet County there. Ash Frost was 13 of 47, 277. And here is Woody Walker. That one's up the middle, and Walker's aboard. Off of a 3-0 pitch, G.H. Jackson to clean up here. Jackson this season, 13 of 50, a 260 average, 728 OPS. Has a runner at first with 2 outs here. Full count, 2 outs, runner will go. Popped up, right side. Jet County makes the grab, and we'll head into the bottom of the first. No score. We'll get our first look here at Porsche Knight. Knight this season, 14 innings pitched, 21 hits, 12 earned runs, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts, no home runs, a 7.72 ERA, 1.93 strikeouts per 9. That was Jet County there that just pops this up. 18 of 46 this season, a 391 average, 1.056 OPS. Doug Kelly, 13 for 47, 277 average, 886 OPS, and he beats it out there. At speed, coming in clutch, Jerome Diligence, 12 of 46, a 261 average, 908 OPS. This ball is jacked deep, and he back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 458 feet, and the Cyclones strike first. How did that home run call sound to y'all? Did it do that crazy weird thing that it sometimes used to do before I fixed my settings? This one is through the gap, and that'll be extra bases. Dope. That's what I like to hear. Woody Arbor. This one is up into center. Covey will make the throw home. The runner is going to be not safe. Beats it out somehow. 3-0 Cyclones, and here is Fat Hugh. Frost, throw to second in time, throw to first. They'll get the Dragon special, but the Cyclones put up 3 in the bottom of the first. Ura Irons, Condra Covey, Keisha Phillips. Due up. Irons this season, 12 for 41. 293 average, 917 OPS. Cooled down a little bit from where he was to start the season, as this one is deep into left, tracking back, but at the track is Andrew Studd. Condra Covey, 14 for 44 this season, 3 home runs, 318 average, 930 OPS. Jet County is there. The Timberlands on Fernandez. They do look like Timberlands. Keisha Phillips. Batting 500, 3 for 6 with a triple and a home run. This isn't going to be one of those, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Unicorns. Angelo Woods Stud due up for the Cyclones. Sebastian Angelo, 16 for 52. A 308 average, 849 OPS. 3 doubles this season. 10 RBI. Frost though the first in time, 1 gone. Timberwoods, 10 for 44. He's got a double and a triple so far this season, a 227 average, 615 OPS, and that one's right to iron. Step on the bag. 2 gone. As I believe that might be push Knight back to neutral now. Andrew Stud, 1 for 5. With a walk as well. Irons, step on the bag. A 1-2-3 inning. Led to the top of the third. Martin Earp Frost due up for the Unicorns.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
Allie Martin, 8 for 43 this season. 186 average, 460 OPS. Not the greatest showing from her. She'll be 8 for 44.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Austin Earp to round things out, 3 for 17 this season. 176 average, 399 OPS. Martin has been really bad even for a Unicorn this season. Hey, you know what, Elder? I don't need that type of attitude, because you know what? I've got a list here of stats. And you want to guess how many players you have that are batting over 800 OPS? I want you to guess how many players you have batting over 800 OPS. Minimum 5 at-bats. Or we'll do minimum 7 at-bats. Minimum 7 at-bats. How many have over an 800 OPS? And everyone in the chat, you can guess too. In fact, let's do it this way. Over a 750 OPS. How many do you think have that?
now batting, the first baseman, number 29.
This one is deep in the lab, tracking back at the track of the wall, off of the top of the wall. It'll be a long double in the end.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
5 players are hitting above 750 now. Some of them got traded, Miranda Biscuit and as well as this one is in the right. Runner will come home. The throw by Earp is in time. Gun down is Jet County, and the long double turns into nothing for him. Covey, Odor, oh yeah, and Walker is also not included. Machine is somewhat included as well. McSorley was also before we got traded to the Retrievers. Honestly, the Unicorns' issues have been pitching this season.
number 12.
1 gone, runners on first and second for Hugh George III. Pops up here.
Now batting, the third baseman,
But it turns out you've got an entire pitching staff locked away in the minors that are going to come to fruition next season. It's a significant improvement over this season. Full count, 2 outs. Runners at first and second will go. Arbor. Ross throw to first in time. It's still 3-0 Cyclones, as we'll take a look at how these teams got to where they are. First, take a look at the Cyclones. Started out the season 1 for 4. Or 1 and 4 rather. Got a 3-2 win over the Stingers, and then losses to the Ball Players, Serpents, Bombers, and then the series sweep in the bad way against the Ball Players. Since that start, they are 6-2, including a 6-4 win over the Skulls and a 7-0 win over the Wildcats most recently. Leadoff single there, and here is Woody Walker. Now, the Unicorns are not eliminated from postseason contention. If they were to win out at 6-8, they could still get themselves a play-in game, I believe. We need to confirm that. Woods is there.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7.
Unicorns started out 2-0, but then lost 7 of their next 8. Most recently, a 7-10 loss to the High Rollers. You throw to second in time. Oh no! Woods fumbles it, and both runners are safe.
First baseman, number 10.
That's gotta hurt. Actually, the Unicorns are eliminated.
Now batting the center field.
Yeah. The Unicorns are eliminated because even if they win 6 and 8 between the Angels and the Ball Players, I believe the Angels. Wait, do the Angels and Ball Players play each other? Oh no, they are not eliminated. They are not eliminated. Never mind. I thought the Angels and Ball Players for some reason played each other. But they would need the Ball Players to lose to the Serpents, which can happen. They need to take care of business against the Angels later this week, as that will be 2 runs that come in for the Unicorns. And they're back in this one. Sorry, not paying attention to what's happening in the game. But anyways, also say the Unicorns are not out of postseason contention by any stretch of the means. This ball is hit deep into right, tracking back at the track at the top of the wall, and no runs will score because the runner at second was holding up. So it's a single after all of that, and now here is Ali Martin with the bases loaded and 1 out. A 1-run game, and that's a strike in there. And this could be a Dragon special here. This time Timber Woods gets the clean glove, but Unicorn scored 2. It's a 1-run game heading to the bottom of the 4th inning.
The second baseman, number 66.
So if the Unicorns win, find a way to win here, and then also beat the Angels tomorrow, they'll be at 6 and 8. Now they'll also need the Ball Players to lose as well to the Serpents. I believe is that a game that we have tonight? Yes, that's the game after this one. So if the Ball Players lose to the Serpents and the Unicorns win here somehow, that means tomorrow's Unicorns Angels game is an Angels win and they're in, or lose and we have a 3-team playoff for that last spot. Phillips to Jackson to first in time. And in fact, we may change up the order for tomorrow if this happens. If the Unicorns are able to somehow beat the Cyclones here and the Ball Players lose, I think we make that Unicorns Angels game that the nightcap, seeing as we already have Overdraft's nights tonight. Especially if the Overdrafts were to win, it would make that game less impactful. What do you guys think? It's a big if, because one, the Unicorns are still down here. On the other hand, for the Cyclones, win and they're in. And in fact, not only would it be a win and they're in, but they would solidify themselves. I believe they would solidify as the 4 seed because they hold the tiebreaker over the Wildcats. That one is into left. Leadoff single. Man, I love this time of the year. I love getting to postseason. Ash Frost 0 for 2. Right to the glove of Woods. Interesting note for the Unicorns. Again, doesn't matter unless they win today, but they do have Jose Odor coming back into the lineup tomorrow. In fact, that's one thing I got to do tonight when I make the file, is I need to add Odor back in. So, Hey, Elder, if you could just go ahead and indicate in your team chat who you do want to send back down. I'm assuming it's the same person, but just for priority's sake, if you just want to indicate who you'd like to send down, that way we can get that done tonight. And I can give Square the file with Jose Odor in it. And also if you want to submit the lineup. So a walk to Bean Machine, and now here is Woody Walker, the best hitter stats or ratings wise on the entire Unicorn squad, and he's got runners at first and second, one out here in the top of the fifth, and he's gonna hit into a Dragon special. It'll be a 5-4-3 Dragon special, and the Unicorn Sutton, but don't get anything from it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. It's a 1-run game.
Batting, the left fielder, number 20.
So many teams on the periphery right now looking to find their way into the postseason. Into center, Covey is there. Once again, if you are tuning in, we did confirm that the Serpents will be the #1 seed in the Epic no matter what, since they have the tiebreaker over the High Rollers. And we only do tiebreaker games for division titles and getting into postseason. That one will drop down in front of Walker. Runner thought about going to second, but held off.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 14.
Into center. That one will drop down. Covey will make the throw to third. It is not in time. Cut off. Jet County is there. And now here's Jerome Diligence. Runners on first and third. One out. He is locked in. And the Cyclones can break this open here. Right to Frost, throw to second in time, throw to first. They get the Dragon special. Could have gone home, but instead get the 2 outs. It's still a 1-run game heading into the top of the 6th.
Number 7.
Case Bear 20, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Fat Hugh, throw to first in time.
Now batting, the first baseman,
I don't know if you're still in the chat, Case Bear 20, but thought I'd throw that your way. Ura Irons facing a 3-1 count. Walk issued to him, his second walk of the day. Now bring up Condra Covey. That'll do it for Fernandez. Rachel Kim, maybe kind of an early pull. Probably could have gone a few more batters. This ball is hit deep into center, tracking back, but at the track and making the catch is Doug Kelly for the second out. This might be Rachel Kim's. This is Rachel Kim's first appearance all season. Unless I'm blind, I don't see her on the sheet. Gets herself out of a jam there. Led to the bottom of the 6th. Hugh George the third, Woody Arbor. In fact, Hugh due up.
batting, the designated hitter, number 12.
Yeah, I think it is because I'm pretty sure she was in the minors and got called up. So this is the first majors, I think first majors appearance at least this season, potentially in her career for Rachel Kim. Gets herself out of a jam there, and Hugh George III walked there. Micah's Hands 05, doing good, man. Just tuning in here for week 12, the final week of regular season action here in season 6 of the SSBL. This one is right to the gap on the right side. That'll be a single. Runners will be on first and second.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 66.
Fat Hugh now with runners on first and second. How you doing, Mikey Sands 05? How's your Memorial Day going? Mikey Sands, and am I saying that right, 05? Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Walk there, the bases are loaded. Nobody out for Sebastian Angelo. Cyclones can look to get away here. Pressure is all the way up. Porsche Knight at 81 pitches. I have to think this is maybe his last batter. Popped up right side, shallow right field. Caught by Earp, and that's not deep enough for the runner to tag, so one gone. And here is a tense Timberwoods. Biffed a Dragon special earlier, which allowed 2 Unicorns runs to eventually come in. Has a chance here to put the Cyclones back up by more than just 1. Popped up, center field. Covey will make the grab. This might be deep enough. Runner will tie. The throw by Covey to home is not in time. The Cyclones will bring in another. It's now 4-2. Runners first and second. And here is Andrew Studd. Popped up behind a plate. Into left, Woody Walker makes the grab. Well, all things considered, loaded bases with nobody out. Able to only allow 1 run once at the top of the 7th. Martin to lead things off. Martin will pop up here. And I'll bring up Austin Earp. Cyclones. Diligence makes the grab there. A reminder, a win for the Cyclones, and they're in. A win for the Unicorns, and they remain in control of their destiny. Even though they're at 4-8 right now, they could still make postseason, as we are now into, well, I mean, the ball players still have to lose, but you know what I mean. We are into the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm FiSack on the call. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch and join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. I thought they couldn't pup it, and then I looked into it, and they can, because I thought for some reason the Angels and ball players played each other. Sam Flowers will come in. Flowers this season, 24 innings pitched, 24 hits given up, 14 earned runs, 18 walks, 5 strikeouts, 6 home runs as that one's into left. A 5.25 ERA at 1.87 strikeouts per 9.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10.
Unicorns need to win here, and then the ball players need to lose to the Serpents, and the Unicorns can still make it in and force a 3-team tiebreaker for 1 spot in the Epic, as this one is smashed, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. Here's out of here. 434 feet. And it's a 3-run game. It's a 4-run game even. And he gets rung up there. Brings up Woody Arbor. Oh, that's my bullpen. That's Sam Flowers for you. Off of the glove of Flowers. Jackson to the first. Not in time. Man, that ball was like thrown through jello. Fat Hugh now. 2 outs, runner at first. It's a 6-2 Cyclones lead. Cyclones win. It would guarantee them at least the number 4 seed. That one's down. 2-out single for Fat Hugh, staying alive. Sebastian Angelo 0 for 3. Well, this is a Cyclones team that has won 6 of their last 8. This would make it 7 of their last 9 and would return them into the postseason after missing out last season and winning the division in their first season in season 4. We get to the top of the 8th. It's now a 4-run deficit. The Cyclones are nearly out-hitting the Cyclones by 3 times as many. Rachel Kim locked in. How about the Miners pitcher coming in? First appearance in the majors. Woody Walker, old iron balls now.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
She got a big dumpy. That's my picture. The big dumpy against iron balls and then in a what? 2-2 count to GH Jackson. Fouled off. And that is past the glove of Jet County. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And that will bring up Ura Irons over 1 with 2 walks today. Rachel Kim no longer locked in. Two count. Full count now to Ura Irons. And he gets rung up there. Tried to get his 3rd walk of the day, but he'll have to sit down. Kim paints the zone, and now here's Kondrakovi with 2 outs. Quickly 0-2. Kim back to locked in, and Kim will get out of it. The Cyclones are now 3 outs away after they hit here from locking in a spot in the postseason after a 1-season vacation away and officially eliminating the Unicorns. Popped up.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Oh, I need to edit this. Full count. This ball is hit deep into center, tracking back, and just before the track is Covey. She'll make the grab, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now bring up Jet County. Double and a single so far today. Right side. And Earp is there. So we will head into the top of the 9th inning. Cyclones 3 outs away from heading to the postseason. Unicorns 3 outs away from their season ending.
Number 24.
And it'll have to go against a locked-in Rachel Kim. Her first majors appearance, and she's gonna come in clutch. And as Marge says, she's got a big dumpy. As she gets rung up there. 2 more outs.
The catcher, number 18.
Popped up. Caught by Arbor.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 9.
And here is Austin Earp. Unicorns down to their last out. this one to Hugh, the 31st in time. And the Cyclones are headed to the postseason for the second time in their history. Six to 2, your final score. The Unicorns made it interesting, but they'll have one more game against the Angels, a team looking to get into the postseason. Doug Kelly, 4 for 4. Jerome Diligence with 2 home runs. Oh, I just realized I didn't play the home run songs. Y'all gotta call me out on that when I don't play the home run songs. Helix Fernandez will get the win. Rachel Kim gets the save. Porsche Knight will get the loss. Your player of the game will be Jerome Diligence with those 2 home runs, followed by Doug Kelly. And then who else? But in her first majors appearance, Rachel Kim. 3.2 innings, just 1 hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Well, don't go anywhere. The ball players are fighting for their postseason lives against the Serpents, a team that's already locked in the #1 spot in the Epic. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSPL right here on Twitch.
Just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No, I said, are you ready?
We are heading now into our third game of the evening. Ball players at Serpents. The ball players they don't need to win here, but they need to win in order to be in control of their destiny. If they lose, the best they can do is a play-in game. And they've got to face down Doug Day, Murph Kelly, an all-star acquisition, or rather an all-star nom, gets the walk there. So far this season, Doug Day, 21.1 innings pitched, 18 hits, 6 earned runs, 11 walks, 10 strikeouts, 1 home run, a 2.53 ERA, 4.22 strikeouts per 9. Harry Shelton, Veranda Wall, throw to first in time, 1 gone. Imagine going all in and losing in the first round and then not even making it to the playoffs next year if they lose here. Oh, to be a ball player. Here is Rick De La Stick, 20 for 53 this season at 377 average, 910 OPS. He, along with his teammate Murph Kelly and also Fitzmagic, Doug Day as well, is also all-star for this season. Rick De La Stick into right, runner will round third, head home. Ron Cox, the throw is gonna be not in time, cut off, and then oh, that could have turned bad. Big McLeod shoots as well. It's also, I mean, so many all-stars here as the ball players take a 1-0 lead. We'll get to the number of all-stars on these two teams once I get through all these stats here. Matthias Black, 21 for 57, 368 average, 1.016 OPS. Call it a snub if you want. 2-2 count. This one is hit deep into center, tracking back at the track at the wall. It's out of here. Matthias Black, 420 feet, blaze it, and the ball players have a 3-0 lead. And my voice is already cracking. Toby Barker. What LaCroix do you think that IL just got? As he gets rung up there. Here, I'll crack it open so you can guess. This is now an ASMR channel. Homer runs, a beleaguered homer run. See that a season to forget. This season, 9 for 47, a 191 average, 623 OPS. It's actually a huge turnaround from where we started, to be frank. Into right in front of Ron Cox. Now drop time for single. It's actually Lemon. I tell you, the lemon LaCroix tastes almost like a carbonated lemonade. If you're a fan of seltzer waters and LaCroix and tasting things that taste like TV static, let me tell you, this is some tasty TV static right here. Nathan Tucker, 10 for 42 this season, 238 average, 766 OPS. Runner takes off for a second, called hit and run. Full count, 2 outs. And he gets rung up there, caught looking. The ball players put up 3. And we'll finally get a look at the Serpents. But not before we look at All-Star Fitzmagic. Pitched a complete game shutout. Through 9.2 innings this season, he has battled back from injury, so this is just his 3rd start. He's allowed, that's just his 6th hit that he allowed there. No earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Less than 1 whip. Ron Cox is aboard with a single. Cox this season, 22 for 60, 367 average, 974 OPS. Deep into left and at the wall. Barker is there to grab Caramel Apples. Hit Apple 15 for 54 this season, 278 average, 761 OPS. And here is Pete Za, who, guess what, is an all-star, along with Ron Cox. Runner takes off for second. The throw is in time. Sit down, Ron Cox. You know what I just realized? That Truly White Claw is that we have a pitcher named Truly White Claw, and it's two alcoholic seltzers. What was I looking up? I was looking up the stats for Pete Za. Pete Za, 15 for 38, and that was his 7th walk of the season there. A 1.267 OPS for Pete Za. And here is Big and Large, who, guess what, is an all-star. And he gets rung up there. Came in with a 16 for 49, 327 average, 917 OPS. We'll go through all the batters here, and then I'll tell you a little bit about just how many all-stars are between these two teams. The issue for the ball players has been pitching, because outside of Fitzmagic and Northwest, they've had almost nothing. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Terry Thunder, who entered 15 for 46 with a 326 average, has his 8th strikeout of the season there. Brings up Curly Shipwright, 9 for 41, 220 average, 734 OPS. He is not an all-star. In fact, now that we've gone all the way through, let me tell you just how many of these are all-stars. This ball is hit deep, heading back to the track, to the wall, to the airport. See ya! That ball is obliterated. 456 feet out of the park, and the ball players have a 4-0 lead in a must-win game.
Now batting, the shortstop, number
Dean, by the way, I don't know if you know, but the Serpents are officially the #1 seed. Doesn't matter what happens to you here, because you have the tiebreaker over the High Rollers. Walk issued there by Doug Day. Big McLarge for the Serpents is an all-star at catcher. Rick De La Stick, who we'll see upcoming, is an all-star. Runner takes off for second. The throw is not in time. This ball hit deep into center, and that should be caught there. Ron Cox for the Serpents is an all-star. Pete Za for the Serpents is an all-star. Murph Kelly for the ball players is an all-star.
23.
Doug Day for the Serpents is an all-star. And Fitzmagic for the ball players is an all-star. So between these two teams, they have 7 of the 21 all-star positions in the Epic Conference. Hit deep into left and caught by Apple. So we'll head into the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 ball players.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Yeah, it's head-to-head before run differential. Actually, I don't think run differential comes into anything. It's run differential for head-to-head. So first it's head-to-head. If you're still tied head-to-head, then it's run differential. This ball is smacked, absolutely shalloped, deep to the track, to the wall, and it's out of here. 427 feet. Yeti Olson smacks that one out of here. Here's Carroll Henry. 15 for 54. Matthias Black, nice dive there. Throw to first. In time! What a job by Matthias Black there. Brings up Veranda Wall. 13 for 51 this season. 255 average. 740 OPS. And with that, Fitzmagic has given up his first earned run in his rookie campaign. It took 10 innings, but Fitzmagic does bleed. Leon Morrison, 11 for 52, 212 average, 423 OPS. This one is up the middle, and he is aboard. Dean, you also had 4 players selected. Ron Cox. This ball is hit deep into left center, tracking back at the track of the wall. It's out of here. 395 feet. And just like that, we're tied at 4. Gone in an instant. Fitzmagic is tense. Caught by Shipwright. A 4-run inning for the Serpents, though, off of home runs from Yeti Olson and Ron Cox. Puts them tied at 4. Brings up Matthias Black. And he gets rung up there.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
This ball is into center. Tavares there.
Now batting, the second baseman. Now pitching, number
That'll do it for Doug Day. Stitch Overly will come in. And he gets rung up there.
now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
Runner takes out for second. The throw is in the dirt. Would have been in time. So runner in scoring position for Nathan Tucker with 2 outs. Full count to Nathan Tucker. A dribbler to Olson. Throw to first is in time. Ball player starting but can't get back up. Za, McLarge, Devard, 2 up for the Serpents.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 5.
Nope, that's inside. Nope, that's high. That's low. Steve Wright. Steve Wright. Nope, ball 4.
Walk issued.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
Now bring up Big McLarge. Broken bat, caught by Matthias Black, 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
This ball is smoked into center, but Harry Shelton is there. 2 gone. 0-2 to Olsen. He opened the scoring for the Serpents last inning. And won't do the same here. Homer runs, settles to De La Stick. And we'll head to the top of the fourth. No run scored for the first time this game in the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9.
Wow, amazing dive on the first in time. And now both third basemen for the Ball Players and Serpents have made some pretty cool grabs today. Curly Shipwright launched a ball out of here into second. This time pops up to Morrison. That will bring up Murph Kelly. Two walks for the All-Star.
Ball inside. Steve right. Steve right.
Full count. This one is hit well into center, but at the track, and making the grab is Shalon DeVar. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Henry Wall Morrison due up for the Serpents.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
Steve right. Hope that's inside.
So again, the Serpents, whether they win or lose here, will be the number 1 seed in the Epic. That one gets past the glove of De La Stick. So nothing to gain here.
Now batting,
The Ball Players, however, if they win,
number 11.
I don't know if it's win and they're in, actually. I think it's win and they control their destiny. Currently, the Wildcats are at 7-6. And the Ball Players are then tied with the Angels at 6-7 right now for that number 6 spot. But a win here would guarantee at least a play-in against the Angels. Runners at first and second now. Nobody out for Leon Morrison. This one is hit deep in the center, tracking back at the track and caught by Shelton at the wall for the first out. Runner will tag, head to the corners.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Steve right. Steve right. Ball outside.
And he gets rung up there. Just like that, 2 gone.
The left fielder now pitching,
And that'll do it for Fitzmagic. Only 3.2 innings for him. I'll bring up Adrian Walker. Face down Carmel Apple. 1-2 count. Runner takes off and they get it in a jam. Makes the tag and the Ball Players get out of it. 2 straight innings with no runs given up. Harry Shelton to lead things off for the Ball Players here. The top of the 5th.
Steve right. Steve right. Outside.
1-2 count. Stitch Overly locked in.
Hope that's low.
So the first in time, 1 gone.
now batting, the first baseman, number 23.
Leon Morrison, throw to first in time. Brings out Matthias Black.
Number 27.
Knee right. Knee right. Nope, that's high.
Off of the glove of Yeti Olsen. And that'll put a runner aboard.
Now batting.
Toby Barker now, 1 for 2.
6.
Knee right. Knee right. Nope, high.
That one gets through in between. And now runners at first and second for homer runs. That'll do it for Stitch Overly. Just 2.1 innings. In comes Queen Khan. Facing homer runs.
Knee right.
And in the end, they'll get out of it. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Apples on McLarchuge due up for the Serpents.
Batting. The left fielder. Number 15.
That one gets through past the glove at second.
Now batting. The designated hitter. Number 5.
Right. That's me. That's outside. Off the plate.
Pizza, 3-1 count, runner at first. Right to the glove of Kelly. Throw to second in time to throw to first. They get the Dragon special, 6-4-3.
The catcher. Number
McLarchuge now against a locked-in Adrian Walker. That one, oh wow, what was that effort at second, or at short rather. And it's a comedy of errors now for the ball players in the infield.
center fielder. Number 9.
Ball inside. Knee right.
2 outs here is Shalin Navar with the runner in scoring position, 0 for 2 today. To the glove, Dylan Stickhill up on the bag. And now both teams haven't scored in 3 innings. Nathan Tucker, Terry Thunder, Curly Shipwright due up for the ball players. Reminder, folks, you don't want to miss our game of the night coming up after this one. Knights at Overdrafts. A loss for the Knights means that they cannot win the Heroic Legends. Whereas a loss for the Overdrafts makes it incredibly difficult for them to make the postseason. Queen Khan steps on the bag there.
Number 9.
A win for the Overdrafts would guarantee at least a play-in. Really, the Heroic will be decided tomorrow when the Knights will play the Walkers, as well as that one's right to wall for the second out.
The catcher. Number
As well as the Retrievers facing the Gauchos, but that's a Wanda Cosmo-led Gauchos team. This ball is sky deep in the left, tracking back at the track at the wall. It's out of here. 356 feet. And the ball players go back ahead.
now batting. The shortstop. Number 38.
Well, you knew someone was going to blow it open. It was just a matter of which team would strike first. Curly Shipwright with his second home run of the night. has found a way past the best pitching in the SSBL. Serpents are the best defensive team, both pitching wise and defensively, in terms of runs given up per game.
Number 16.
Exactly 100 feet shorter than his first. Runner takes off for a second to throw, not in time. Murph Kelly is in. Harry Shelton, no for 3, facing a 1-1 count. Runner at second, 2 outs. And he swings at a ball in the dirt. Veranda Wall throw to first in time. But the ball players go ahead off another shipwright long ball. Olsen, Henry, Wall due up here in the bottom of the 6th.
The shortstop. Number 7.
Steve Wright.
Olsen pops up.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
That's outside.
Popped up. Too short. Kelly is there. 2 gone. Here's Veranda Wall.
The third baseman, number 11.
That's down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Quick 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. De La Stick to lead things off. Veranda Wall throw to first. Whoa! No! I thought she had thrown it in time. De La Stick beats it out. Caught by Apple for the first out.
now batting, the left fielder, number
Brings up Toby Barker. Runner on first.
Off the plate. Steve Wright. Strike 3.
As he gets rung up there, Barker will sit down. Brings up 1 for 3 homer runs.
number 12.
That one will get through the infield past Morrison. Runners on first and second, 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
Steve Wright.
This ball is hit deep into right, tracking back at the track, at the wall. It's out of here. 395 feet. Nathan Tucker with a 3-run shot, and it's now 8-4 for the ball players.
Off the plate.
The ball player bats have been silent since the second. They have woken up here as of late as we head into the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for a Week 12 Dave-O in action. I am Fisac on the call. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch and join us in the Discord for the latest schedules, scores, and everything SSBL related. Ron Cox will come aboard now after Morrison
Number 36.
hits that off of the glove of De La Stick at first. Walker locked in. Runner at first, nobody out for the Serpents. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain here for the Serpents except for pride. It would mean if the Serpents were to lose here, it would mean that the best team in the Epic is 9-5. Not able to get the Dragon special there as Cox beats it out. So 1 out, runner on first, and here is Caramel Apple. As she gets rung up there. Caught looking, 2 gone, and here is the All-Star Pizza. Has a chance to continue this inning for the Serpents. Get them within striking distance. Walk issued. That one drops down, homer run, so to first in time. Serpents can't get anything from it. Have scored nothing since that 4-run second. We get to the top of the 8th. It's a 4-run deficit.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5.
Outside. Ball inside. Nope. High. Nope.
Queen Khan and walk issued here. I just realized it should be on the bubble, not outside the bubble. Tough Bay Fung will come in for Queen Khan. 1-1 count. This one is into right. That one will drop down in front of Ron Cox, and they're going to get the runner at second. Caught snoozing, didn't know whether to tag or not. Caught in no man's land. Great work there by the All-Star Ron Cox to take advantage. 1 gone, runner at first, and here is Harry Shelton. Runner takes off for a second, called hit and run. Full count to Harry Shelton. And that one just misses the bottom of the zone. Rick De La Stick now.
Number 23.
Off the plate. Steve Wright. Steer right.
1-2 count. Fouled off.
Off the plate.
2-2. Popped up. Right side. Carroll Henry. 2 gone.
Now batting,
And now here is Matthias Black.
27.
Into the left side. That one is through. Runner will come home. The throw is not in time. 9-4 ball players. And here is Toby Barker.
Number 6.
Nope, that's inside.
That one's up the middle. Runner will come home. The throw by DeVar is not in time. And for the first time this season, a team has entered double digits against the Serpents. Homer runs. Pops this one up, and this should be the end of the top of the inning. Ron Cox makes the grab. Ball players score for the 3rd straight inning and enter double digits. It's a 6-run deficit for the Serpents.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
Does that mean that every team has given up at least 10 runs in the game now? Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it does. Fun fact, you know the score of the first game between these two on week 4, day 3 was 10-4 Serpents. Right to the glove of De La Stick.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
Harry Shelton is there. So fun fact, the High Rollers have given up only one 10-run game, or more than 10 runs in a game, but they won that 13-10 over the Wildcats. Retrievers have not given up more than 10 runs in a game. They've given up 9, but not 10.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
Yeah, so the Serpents were the last remaining Epic team to give up double digits. The Retrievers are now the only team in the SSBL to not give up double-digit runs in a game. Serpents won't get anything here. Right to the top of the 9th. The ball player is 3 outs away from solidifying themselves in the Epic Conference playoff picture. They will move into sole control of the number 6 spot. How crazy would this be? The Retrievers, who sell everything after making the Super Series last year, are the only team to not give up double digits at any point during the regular season or playoffs, and they win it all this year. Whenever. This one's into left and off of the wall. Apple read it well enough.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5.
Certainly the sooner the better. Walk issued by Beifeng. Brings up Murph Kelly, 0 for 2 with 3 walks today. BB Strongman will come in to close out these last 2 outs for the Serpents. They'll need to put up 6 in the bottom half. They want to have a shot of earning some redemption here. As it stands, the best team in the league in terms of record, the most wins is 11 with the Vikings. 2 gone now. Runner will head towards third. We'll get there safely. The only team that has a chance of matching that are the Knights, who would need to win next game and then win tomorrow to match them at 11. Eddie Elson throw to first. And so we'll head into the bottom of the 9th. The ball player 3 outs away from taking sole control of the 6th seed.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Popped up. Center field. Caught by Shelton.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15.
This one hit deep into center, tracking back at the track, at the wall. It's out of here, and this game ain't over yet. Apple with a long shot. And now here is Pete Zaw. That'll do it for Walker. Earl Hogwash, the closer, will come in. This ball is jacked, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. It's still a 4-run deficit, but Big Sky Ballpark is rocking. Back-to-back shots from Caramel Apple and Pizza, and if Big McLarge Huge does something here, this crowd will go nuts. A little bit of calm now. Kelly, throw to first, in time, 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
This one is into center, and the ball players will move to 7-7. They are in control of their destiny. The Serpents really lose nothing. They're still the number 1 seed in the Epic as they have the head-to-head over the High Rollers. 10-6 your final score here. It was the ball players who came on late. Serpents didn't respond until it was too late. Multi-hit games for De La Stick, Black, Barker, and runs, as well as Shipwright, who had 2 homers. He'll probably be player of the game. A total of 8 home runs this game between these 2 squads. Adrian Walker will get the win. Queen Khan will get the loss. Your player of the game will be Curly Shipwright, followed by Pete Saw, and then Matthias Black. Well, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got our game of the night. The Knights trying to stay alive for the Heroic Legends Division title. The Overdrafts fighting for their playoff lives. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch. It's time for our game of the night, Knights at Overdrafts. And what will be a humongous battle for the Knights who are looking to stay alive in terms of winning the Heroic Legends and earning that first round bye. And the Overdrafts are just trying to stay alive. This one right to Nick's training, throw to first in time.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
So we'll have a look at our starting pitcher, Margie Rex, as this one is a dribbler. Out number 2.
The right fielder, number 9.
Rex this season, 16 innings pitched, 23 hits, 15 earned runs, 11 walks, 11 strikeouts, an 8.44 ERA, 6.19 strikeouts per 9. Here is Levi Booth, 17 for 52, a 327 average, 1.003 OPS, and earns a walk here. Brings up Haley Angeles, 17 for 51, a 333 average, 874 OPS. This ball is hit well into left, but caught by Sardee. We'll head to the bottom of the first. We'll see Ben Tojam.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 20.
Tojam this season, 13.1 innings pitched, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 18 walks, 13 strikeouts, an ERA of 3.37, and 8.77 strikeouts per 9. Facing off against Nick Straining, who earns himself his 4th walk of the season, came in batting 4 for 20, a 200 average. Here is the All-Star Jackson Moore, the 4th. 21 for 48 this 7, 438 average, a 1.401 OPS. 6 home runs, 16 RBI, 9 walks. Off of the glove of Tojam. Rock back throw to first is not in time. Runners on first and second. Nobody out in here is Everett Sardee.
Number 17.
14 for 49 this season. 286 average. 784 OPS. Full count. That one gets through the middle, and they will go home. The throw is not in time, as that's Alex Hatman in center, who does not have an arm, and it's 1-0 for the Overdrafts. Brings up Daniel Winkler. This season, 6 of 16, 375 average, 1.438 OPS. Right side, Gibbon throws to Tojam, 1 gone, but another run scores, so it's 2-0. Tanya Marzo, 20 for 57, a 351 average. Just misses the left side there. Tojam is tense. No, they are not in. We throw the first in time, but the Overdrafts are 3-0. The Angels can win and force a play-in game, as well as the Wildcats could lose, as well as the Angels winning. And then one team between the Wildcats, Angels, and ball players would not make it in. As he gets rung up there. Mookie is there caught looking, but the Overdrafts pull ahead 3-0.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13.
3-1 count to Bates. Right to the glove of Astaire. 1 gone. Brings up Andy Gibbon. This season, 14 for 40. 350 average, 1.109 OPS. Well, once again, if you're a Lumberjacks fan, you're hoping that the overdrafts will stall out and that the Knights can take over here, because otherwise you need both the Retrievers and the Walkers to lose tomorrow.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
If the overdrafts were to hold on here, it would actually guarantee that a Heroic Icons team will make the postseason. Runner takes off for a second. The throw is not in time. Dave Sacred, 14 for 47 this season, 298 average, 888 OPS. 2-2 count, 1 gone, runner at second. Popped up. Rex should settle underneath this. And does for the second out. Brings up Rock back, 15 for 47 this season. 319 average, 895 OPS. Into left, caught by Sardi for the third out. No, Puppet, they are not. Because if the Angels win, they could still battle for that 6th spot.
Now batting, the catcher, number 44.
Gibbon, throw to first in time, 1 gone. Brings up Vern Knight. Knight is 10 for 50, 200 average. Gibbon, throw to first, in time, 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 30.
If the overdrafts win, it guarantees that the Knights will actually... Let's have a look here. The Dragons Knights head-to-head. The Knights are guaranteed at least the 3rd position. And so actually that means that the Dragons are guaranteed the number 4 seed no matter what. Because the head-to-head, the Knights and Dragons are 1-1. However, the run differential is +3 in favor of the Knights. So no matter what, the Knights are the number 3 seed. But they could be the number 1 seed. A loss here would guarantee them the number 3 seed. Mookie Astaire steps on the bag, 1 gone. Funnily enough, there are scenarios in which we have no tiebreaker games. Alex Hatman now leading off the order. Earns a walk there. Brings up Shaz Leathers.
Number 25.
Three-0 count to Shaz Leathers. Runner at first. They'll check on him again. Hatman is speedy over there. And that'll be another walk.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Brings up Levi Booth. Runner in scoring position. Knights looking to crack open here. Popped up. Infield fly call. Nick Straining settles underneath it. 2 gone. Brings up Haley Angeles.
Number 17.
Marzo, throw to first in time. 1, 2, 3. Well, not 1, 2, 3, but we'll head to the bottom of the third now.
Now batting, the second
Nick Straining, top of the order.
20.
This ball is hit deep into right, tracking back and off of the top of the wall. That'll be a lead-off double for Nick Straining.
Now batting,
And now here is Jackson Moore, the fourth.
number 22.
That one gets through. Runner will come, or actually will stay at third. So runner's on the corners.
Now batting,
And here is Everett Sardee.
number 17.
Runner takes off for a second. The throw is not in time. Jackson Moore is in safely. Runner's at second and third. Nobody out for Sardee. Walk issued, so now the base is loaded. Nobody out for Daniel Winkler.
Designated hitter, number 0.
Pitch outside. Jump inside.
2-1 count. 3-1. Will they walk in or run? Oh, just finds his own there. Full count. This ball is skyrocketed into center. It will stay in. Hammond makes the grab, but it's going to be 4-0 overdrafts. As they are looking to cement themselves in this heroic postseason race. Reminder, a win for the overdrafts guarantees them at least a play-in. And if either the Retrievers or Walkers lose tomorrow, well, they will not get the Dragon Central, but that's an injury there. So it'll be 5-0. Tanya Marzo will come out. What is her injury? Pulled hammy. Let's see how long that will be. This ball is hit well into left, tracking back at the track of the wall. It's out of here. Near into the second deck, and Joseph Wahlberger makes it a 7-0. Oh, not Joseph Wahlberger. It's a 7-0 game regardless. Mookie Esther is the one that hit that one. And the overdrafts are looking to make their mark and head to the postseason. A loss by either the Retrievers or the Walkers tomorrow, and a win here will get them in. Swing and a miss. He gets one up there, but it's 7-0 overdrafts. A pulled hammy is a tier 2 injury.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13.
Which means it'll be a 2-week stint on the IL. We'll have to work that out. Because I also think there was an injury earlier that was listed that said that player was going to miss like a certain amount of postseason, but I don't know if that's going to hold true because technically once you get to postseason, it's the number of games that they miss and it's not weeks anymore. Is Whitney in? Whitney, are you in the chat? It's Tailwind. So Tailwind was supposed to miss 4 weeks. Week 10, day 2. Technically, after tomorrow, he will have done 2 weeks on the injury. Is that one we're going to play at will, so Runner will safely get to second. So technically, Happy Tailwind misses the first 2 games of the Retrievers postseason, not the second week of playoffs. He should return game 3, the third game of their stint. So Tanya Marzo will therefore miss the first 2 games of the overdrafts, because like she wouldn't have served a full week, because that one will get through the gap. Runner will come home, and the Knights are gonna go aboard for the first time tonight.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 20.
A walk to Weast.
Now batting, the
Now load the bases for Alex Hatman. One gone. This one is into the gap. That'll be extra bases. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It'll be an RBI, 2 RBI double for Alex Hatman, and it's 7-3 now.
now batting, the first baseman. Now pitching.
That'll do it for Rex. Liam Boss will come in. He gets rung up there, caught looking. 2 gone now, and here is Levi Booth. Runners on second and third. This ball is smacked into right, tracking back at the track, at the wall. It's out of here, and just like that, it's a 2-run game.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17.
It's a 1-run game even. I forgot that it was a 3-1 shot. It's a 1-run game here, and Angeles is aboard. Brings up Vinny Bates.
Number 13.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the Knights pull it out here, runner takes off. They'll have to go back. And both the Retrievers and the Walkers win tomorrow. Well, all of a sudden, overdrafts are on the outside looking in, and this ball is out of here. To the track, to the wall, to the leaderboard. The Knights have put up 8 runs this inning and have flipped this narrative on its head.
Number 2.
Right side, Mookie Astaire. Liam Boss steps on the bag. 8 runs put up by the Knights in the top of the 4th, and they now lead this affair by 1.
The right fielder, number 16.
Now this ball is jacked, heading deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 386 feet, and our game of the night is produced. Introducing a high-scoring affair. We're tied at 8, and we're still in the 4th. Toe Jam has been lit up. Margie Rex got lit up. Liam Boss got lit up. And Dante Smalls will look to come in and settle this game for the Knights. So far this season, 30 innings pitched, 45 hits, 17 earned runs, 10 walks, a 5.10 ERA, 6.9 strikeouts per 9. 2 gone here. Here is the All-Star Jackson Moore. Left side, rock back, throw to first. In time. The Overdrafts respond, and we're tied at 8 heading into the 5th inning. What's up, Josh? Hey, Josh, we need to figure something out with injuries, because since we switched from weeks to days, once someone has served like a certain amount of time and it goes into postseason, they should switch to days. So for example, if the Retrievers make it, Happy Tailwind should only miss the first 2 games of the Retrievers series and not the first 2 weeks. Like, that doesn't make sense. So the reason that that's relevant is because Tanya Marzo got pulled with a pulled hammy. So she, if we're going off by what playoffs would be, she would only be missing for the first 2 games for the Overdrafts. Because I believe if we go to the sheet here, yeah, the wild card and divisionals are both best of 3. Conference is best of 5, and Super Series is best of 7. This ball is into right. That'll get to the wall. Runner will around second, head to third. Vern Knight scrambling like a chicken caught with his head off. And that'll bring up Alex Hatman with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. You'd have to think Dragon Special is out of play given Hatman's speed. 1-1 count. 1 out here at the top of the 5th. Pressure is at 3 out of 4. 2-2 count. Into left. Foul. Infield is halfway. Fouled off. And it's rung up. Caught looking. And that'll bring up an 0 for 2. Shots for others who's already struck out today. That'll do it for boss Jorge Tostada, who spent some time on the injured list earlier this season. Will come in. 13.1 innings pitched, 11 hits, 8 earned runs, a 5.41 ERA, 6.08 strikeouts per 9. This ball is jacked! Heading deep! To the track! To the wall! To the second deck! It's out of here! 448 feet! And the Knights have scored 11 runs in the past 2 innings! Can you believe it? And something tells me that we're not done with the run scoring today yet. Haley Angeles now. Runner at first, 2 gone. And they catch. Oh, no! They caught the runner stealing, but the throw by Tostada, who is already tense, is bad. The runner takes off for third. Safe. Just like that, Booth is all the way at third. 90 feet away from making this a 4-run game. 2-2 count. Swung on, that one's through. Didn't matter anyways, as if he was at second, he would have scored 2. It's an RBI double for Angeles, and the Knights have scored 12 runs. They're on a 12-1 run. In case you were wondering if they were done for the season and succeeding the Heroic Legends title to the Vikings, well, they've got some news for you. And that'll be a walk.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Andy Gibbon now, 0 for 1, 2 walks. That one is up the middle. Runnable around third. Head home. Jackson Moore will throw to third. Not in time. Beats out the throw. It's 13-8. Here's Dave Sacred.
Number 21.
This is becoming a fiesta. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And oh no, I was going to say it's finally over. And it is. It is. Not the greatest showing from Tostada. The Knights have scored 13 runs in the past 2 innings.
Now batting,
The Overdrafts are now down by 5.
number 17.
Squared. You have missed a fiesta in the past 2 innings. Into right. Caught by Booth. 1 gone. Oh, Squared, now that you're here, we need to rework Happy Tailwind's injury timeline because he should have been gone for 4 weeks. He will have served 2 weeks once we enter postseason. So according to like the rules that we have set for the playoff timeline for postseason, he should really only miss 2 games and then come back the 3rd game. Because Tanya Marzo got injured here. And so since it's a 2-week injury, she should really just miss the first 2 games of the Overdraft series. Make sense?
Now batting, the shortstop. Number 33.
Dope. We'll have to edit that. And also we'll need to figure out who else is the high tier injury. Right side off of the glove of Mookie Astaire. And the bad times are rolling for the Overdrafts right now. Oh, Peach Dropkin.
The third baseman.
So her elbow soreness. That one gets through. Runner heads towards third. The throw by Jackson Moore is not in time. Rockback beats it out. Runners on the corners, and here's Alex Hatman.
26.
We don't have a sore elbow on the tier list. Are we assuming that elbow pain, that he meant elbow pain? No. It is a tier 4 injury. Caught by Katarina Ducato. What a snag in a shallow infield. 1 gone. Runners on the corners, and here's Shaz Leathers. So really, Peach should be back for the High Rollers game 3 for them as well. And they get the Dragon Special Armada Bull. Grabs and steps on the bag, and mercifully, no runs are scored. Here is Mookie Astaire.
14.
Popped up. Yeah, so both Tailwind and Peach them will be back for their team's 3rd game. Tailwind will be back for the Retrievers, their 3rd game of postseason. If they manage to get to a 3rd game, as well as for the High Rollers, if they manage to get to a 3rd game, that's when Peach will return. And then Tanya Marzo will return for the OJAS if they make postseason to their third game if they make it there. All right, cool. I will update the injury list with that. The only one that's guaranteed to affect is Peach Dropkin, seeing as she is coming back. That the High Rollers have already locked in a playoff spot. Actually, hold on. Don't the High Rollers have locked in their division? That one's fair. Gets through. Runner around. Second head to third. And the OJAS has something working. So really, Peach should actually return their second game. Because if we treat their bye as what... I think it's fair to treat like the first round as a bye for them. Seeing as like the scheduling could get mixed up since we don't know necessarily the scheduling of how we're going to orient the days and stuff. We should really count that first round as like a week for her. So she'll return game 2 then. Of their postseason. I think that would be the most fair way to do it. Right, but Pandora, they have a bye through the first round though, which is only fair given that the way that it's structured, considering when they'll be starting. That'll do it for Josada. Mango and Naya will come in. Because, like, in reality, if we were to, like, have a real SSBL, that would still be, like, rest time because they're not playing. Once you get into actually playing postseason games, it'll go to games. But until you start your postseason action, it should go by weeks. Yeah, so the squared point because they have the bye. That one gets past Mango. Runner is aboard. Brings up Andy Gibbon. That one gets past Wahlberger. The throw to second, not in time. Also, let's go ahead and do a poll here. That one gets through. Runner will head home. The throw by Sardee is not in time. Knights move up by 6. So we'll do, how would you prefer the postseason? Series broken up into games.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 22.
See what y'all prefer. Do you want to do what we did last time where we have last season where the games are broken up kind of by conference and played out, or would you rather have it where each series is played in one day? We used to throw the first 10 times. We just got past the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm Pysac on the call. Make sure that you are following the SSBL and make sure that you join us in the Discord. And I think if I look at last season, I think we may have split it up by conference. I think we should just do like what you're saying, all the game ones on one day. Actually, we didn't split it up by division. Or we didn't split it up by conference. We just did straight up. Because I think it makes it easier to make like changes and stuff like that as well. This ball is jacked, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Daniel Winkler with a solo shot. Brings them within 5. Got shots others there. So a solo shot puts them within 5. We get to the top of the 8th. Rock back Kenny Weiss and then Alex Atman due up for the Knights.
Number 33.
Popped up. Caught by Jackson Moore for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 20. Now batting, the center fielder, number 26. Now batting, the first baseman, number 14.
That one gets through the gap. A leadoff single. In the bottom of the 8th inning here. Overdraft's fighting for their playoff lives. They are not out of postseason contention with a loss here, but it certainly makes it harder. And in fact, it guarantees that they have to play a play-in game at minimum. By the way, for those injuries, the play-in games do not count, as that's a fair ball. And why does the game do this? It's a force out at second. Metalhead, fix your game. Now that you've got, actually, EA, give Metalhead money so they can fix their game. That's a force out. Yeah, he stepped on first, so just throw to second and that's it. Shouldn't have to make a tag. As he gets rung up there. We're heading into the 9th inning. The Overdraft's down by 5. The Knights looking to stay alive. Yeah, it is.
The first baseman, number
It's totally a force if that happens. Because it's a ground ball. Ground ball, step on first, throw to second. Really? Am I about to learn something right now?
now batting, the right fielder, number 19.
Am I about to learn something here?
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17.
Where can you find evidence for that? I can't find that anywhere.
Now batting, the shortstop. Now in the
Because I can't find that anywhere. Neville Smiley will come in to catch for Vinny Bates. This ball is jacked into center, heading deep, back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 423 feet. And it's a 4-run game. I've been tagged in something.
number 20.
Oh, unicorns. Nick straining. As he gets rung up there.
Now batting,
Brings up Jackson Moore the fourth.
number 22.
Square, do you find that anywhere? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to see that.
Now pitching, number 19.
That's low. No good, high.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 0.
Hey, high. Nope, high. Outside.
And that will do it for this game. Hitting to a double play there. This remote gonna come alive? Yeah, Squid, if you can find that, just like send it to me. I don't doubt that you're wrong. I just want to see that. 14-10 to score. The Overdrafts are gonna need some help in order to get in. Multi-hit games for Angeles, Bates, and Gibbon. Home runs, 4 of them for the Overdrafts, 3 of them for the High Rollers. Or for the Knights. Jeez. Dante Smalls will get the win. Liam Boss gets the loss. Player of the game, Levi Booth, followed by Andy Gibbon, and then Vinny Bates. Well, that will do it all for us here on day 1 of Week 12 action. Tune in with Squared tomorrow for our regular season finale. Then don't forget, on Wednesday, we've got the Minors All-Star Game, the Majors All-Star Game, as well as any tiebreaker games, as we are about to head into postseason. For everyone at the SSBL, I have been FiSack. Until next time, stay rigging, everybody.